How's it going, everybody? It is Joey Nohana here for FAWeekly, falconarrow.podbean.com, facebook.com/falconarrowcast, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I have Tyson Touloud in front of me.
Hey, what's
Anthony
up, guys?
Crusoe over to my right.
I'm a cucklord because I don't like fucking shitty music.
Whoa, that was a shitty song. Dude, you don't like the Machine Guns?
I can like the Machine Guns and think their theme is terrible.
This is going to sound so confusing to those of you listening along at home.
Apparently Anthony Crusoe does not appreciate old TNA ripoff
He
music.
has expressed some displeasure with our theme this
the theme
week.
sucked.
What's your favorite theme then, asshole?
My
Yeah,
favorite
big guy.
theme
Of all time.
On the
of all
spot
time,
right now.
any promotion?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there you go.
It's got to be fucking Kevin Steen's theme.
I was going to say Blue Smock Nancy.
Well, no one
I-
could argue that.
I
but
swear I was about to say that shit.
as far as TNA themes go,
TNA themes.
yes. That's this. We've been running a lot of a string of we've been
Dude, off the chain. No, fucking beer money. Beer money.
Get ready to fly, bro.
Money?
Yeah.
Get ready to fly. Best one.
Yeah,
From
easily.
the country.
No.
He's from the city.
Actually, Crimsoned and Matt
Yes.
Morgan's theme.
The Twin Towers
The Way
of
of the
Boring.
Ring.
Yes.
Yeah, The Way of the Ring
The
was
way of the ring. Or Killer Queen.
Killer
That's right,
Queen.
yeah.
Killer Queen.
Yeah.
Killer Queen.
Yeah.
You're a fucking asshole.
You didn't like Madison Rain's
What a
theme?
piece of shit. Yeah, I know, man. Jesus Christ.
Gotta be Willow's theme.
Well, everybody, we're off to a hot start.
Yeah, right?
So, lots of news this week for all of us in the wrestling world, and I guess the biggest piece of news for you gentlemen that you need to hear is that Emma's hurt, and she will be
Again?
gone for a while.
How long?
Oh, no way.
One of the articles said, as of earlier today on the Wrestling Observer, said Emma had her arm in a sling and was awaiting an injury diagnosis, so not sure what's
with
going on.
everyone's arms getting hurt, dude?
Yeah.
Her arm is all fucked up. I have no idea why, but yeah, so there goes Emma.
Yep.
That's it for that.
That sucks.
So,
So then when,
Emma,
when-
coming soon again.
Are we going to have to wait so long? We have to wait
We're
17
going to have
weeks
to wait another
again?
year and a
We're gonna
half
have
for
to be
Emma.
so good.
In addition to Emma getting hurt, we have Braun Strowman, who's going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. So
rest in peace, Adam.
the only reason to watch Monday Night Raw is not going to be around for quite some time, and I assume they will be changing up their booking for Great Balls of Fire.
So Kalisto versus Roman Reigns.
One-on-one and
Oh,
a steel cage
God.
match. A steel
Yeah.
cage with a dumpster in the middle match.
I like how they wrote him off with that whole chair shot to the arm and shit. Like, I wonder if that was the actual
I wonder if
arm.
that happened prior to the. Didn't happen prior to the fucking payback match because it looked like they were setting up for that for some reason. This all worked out perfectly. He had an elbow injury.
He's got a kayfabe fucking rotator cuff
yeah,
injury.
rotator cuff, which takes a long time.
Wait, is it an elbow or is it a rotator cuff?
No,
Those
his,
two different things.
his real life injury is an elbow.
It's an elbow injury, yeah.
Yeah.
So I like how this all correlated very perfectly. So he fucked up his arm, and then he really fucked up his elbow for real. So,
Yeah.
well, here's the thing. He'd been working Roman pretty much in the overseas tour the whole time in street fights.
A lot of house shows and shit.
House
yeah.
shows and street fights, mostly street fights.
Yep.
And he was working with a torn rotator cuff the whole time. So what a guy. But yeah, everybody, Braun Strowman not going to be around for quite some time.
Fucking blows.
So I guess we'll just watch SmackDown from now on because I'm not watching Raw anymore. Because that's bullshit.
To be fair, Raw was bullshit with Braun on it, so.
I mean, it was
Hey,
less
now.
it was less bullshit with Braun.
He was
on
the
it.
only reason to watch Raw. He was the only good thing about Raw.
Well, between him and Alexa, that was pretty much my reasons for watching.
They
I mean,
should have put
Alexa-
Alexa
yeah.
Bliss versus Braun Strowman for the title at
Yeah.
Let her face fucking Brock at
Great crotch
balls.
of fire. Another piece of news that I'm very excited for is that Kairi Hojo,
Yep.
one of the elite women wrestlers in the world who signed with WWE in March, but had personally kept it quiet, should be reporting to the Performance Center soon. And for those of you who don't know, Heidi Kojo is one of Stardom's big wrestlers and one of their biggest stars and current Stardom champion. I believe she'll be losing it soon. I believe she still had it last time I checked. I don't know. I got to check the website. Maybe they put up another event, but should be losing it at some point. But her, Mayui Watani, and Io Shirai, they were in Lucha Underground.
Oh, they were all of
They were in that weird triad
Yeah.
thing that they had going on in Lucha Underground.
Black Lotus, was that who it was?
Yeah. All three
yeah?
of them were in there. So they came to the States for a little bit to do some Lucha Underground stuff, went back to Japan. Basically, the holy trinity of Stardom. So now Kairi's coming over, and they will be losing one of their big wrestlers. But I am excited because Kairi Hojo has one of the best elbows of all time. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, fucking YouTube it. Her elbow is phenomenal. She puts her like legs all
You
the
mean
way
elbow
up.
drop? You're not just admiring the
No,
shape.
no,
of
no,
her
no,
elbow?
no. The shape. I'm not admiring the shape, the curvature of her elbow.
It's got a beautiful point.
Well, you know how people jump off and their legs are kind of like, either to the side or like a little lower. Her legs are way the fuck up, and it is ridiculous. And it's a hip surgery waiting to happen. But
And I also heard on Pajama Party with Tessa Blanchard, Tony Storm, and Kaylee Ray that Kairi Hojo also has really good English, so she should.
she'll be
be able
fine.
to
Be nice
transition
on the
pretty well.
mic. Yeah. Excellent.
It's gonna suck to see that her logo won't be used anymore because it's a fucking Mariners logo.
Oh,
So
rip.
she's the real pirate, and she'll be a real pirate in WWE. But I'm I'm very excited for that. I can't wait for this women's tournament because
Yeah,
it's gonna
hopefully
be
we get more
phenomenal.
news on that soon. I'd like to hear more about that. That in the UK show. They're doing tapings of already.
Other than that, nothing else really to talk about as far as injuries are concerned. So Monday Night Raw. This show sucked 10 asses. I don't even know where to start with
At
this
the same
fucking
time?
show. Yes. May 8th, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. May 8th, 2017, the O2 Arena in London. The first hour, 8 p.m., that did 2.83. 9 p.m., 2.85. And 10 p.m., 2.42. So
Wow, it dropped in the last
it looks
hour.
like no one gives a shit
Yeah.
about that last hour anymore. And back to what I was saying, this show sucked so much ass. I can't even. It is preposterous to imagine that this was the same crowd, literally the same venue the next night for SmackDown.
Yeah.
And they did so much better. Way better. I don't know who the fuck these people were that was in this arena for this show.
Yeah, they were
It was
surprisingly dead for an English
god
crowd.
awful.
Yeah.
Every segment died a slow death. No one got any fucking reaction.
The only real time they were really noticeably up was when they were doing the Bailey when they were singing.
Yeah,
the song.
they were doing
you
all
mean
the
the
songs
Bailey
and
thing
shit.
that's a year fucking old now that
Yeah.
it's completely played out?
They need to stop doing that shit, man.
They chanted for Bailey in the
wasn't
middle of
even
a
in
Mickey match.
She wasn't even in the fucking match. Yeah.
No, she wasn't even in the match. She was.
But I mean, that was the thing that it started at the UK takeover.
Mickey got a little something too.
They had one chant all night long. It was for a woman that they chanted for last year.
Yeah.
Give me a fucking break. I don't know who these people were, but this was not the UK.
And they did some other chants that I hear in ICW, but it didn't get much traction. So
Good Lord have mercy, no.
Nope.
By the way, before we get started on Raw, I would just like to mention something. So me and Anthony, not yet Tyson, but me and Anthony we're fans of JD from New York.
yes,
One of our guys that we a guy that we like watching every single week. And I have a real big issue with one of his recent episodes.
I actually haven't been watching the last couple of weeks. I just been,
Okay. Apparently, there are people like him and other people as well on Twitter and whatnot that are not very. They're not into the WWE product anymore, and they're saying it's a chore to watch WWE, which it is. No one's lying about that. We're not sitting here saying that it's the best show on television. It's fucking awful every single week. And for people who review it and people that watch it and make money on YouTube for it and whatnot. But here's the thing. People who say this stuff, they say that they can't watch it anymore, that it's a chore, and they say, well, no, I just really love pro wrestling. They love pro wrestling. Well, have you watched the New Japan stuff? No, I don't watch New Japan. I just watch WWE. Well, then you don't watch pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's not pro wrestling. WWE's not pro wrestling. It's not the end-all, be-all. If you are tired of WWE, invest in another product. It's as simple as that.
Instead they just long for what they want, what they miss about WWE/F, and instead of looking elsewhere, because there are tons of great products elsewhere that are easily accessible now with the internet.
Well, that's the reason why I said I am not digging at him, because obviously he's a very entertaining guy, and guys like him, and everyone who's in the same shoes as him. But here's the thing. We have something else to go to. We have PWG, we have New Japan, we have all sorts of options.
I get it that it's, especially for a guy like JD or any other broadcaster or reviewer of the product, that you probably do that. Whatever shows you do, you probably have a 9-to-5 job. You have to watch the product.
I am not doubting that at all.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
it's so time consuming to just watch that part of wrestling, to talk about it and review it and analyze it, that you want to do other things. Because wrestling's great and all, but we can all say that wrestling's not the only thing that we're into. So
no. No, but it's the fact that people that like, and that's why I'm saying I still support the guy. I'm not trying to bury him or anything like that. It's just advice.
Yeah.
Watch other shit, because if you watch WWE all the time, you are going to get tired of wrestling, because WWE fucking blows. Okay, it's
really,
not the end all be all.
It
So,
makes you forget that there's actually like good things there.
we
Like,
watch
wrestling
New
can be
Japan.
good, yeah.
God, you know how many times I watched Raw this week and went, fuck, why am I not watching New Japan? We need to stop watching New Japan because we hold it there's a pedestal.
Yeah, we hold
Okay.
WWE to their standards. Or watch ICW, because it's everything that ICW is everything that like Attitude Era fans want WWE to be.
And
Plus good wrestling and swear words.
And we'll move on. But basically, I just want to point it, just put it out there. If you are tired of WWE, if you feel like you love pro wrestling, watch real pro wrestling.
There's a lot
This
of
is
it
not
out there.
pro wrestling, okay? This is fucking entertainment, okay? They're not out here to put on the best matches. They just happen to sign guys who know how to wrestle.
Yep.
But now that that's out of the way, let's get to Monday Night Raw. Fucking hell. Like I said, this show was garbage. So many times over. But anyways, Dean Ambrose comes out, says that Angle has appointed him the general manager of Monday Night Raw on this occasion. And Kurt, already being irresponsible at his job, can't show up to the UK.
Why is this a thing? Like, why?
Why do they even have a general manager if that's the case? You can make
I don't
just
know.
random guys a general manager.
I don't know if it was that they didn't want to take the dates or whatever, but it just seems, at least from watching the show, that WWE is so cheap that they don't want to fly either of their GMs out to the UK.
It's ridiculous.
This show does not need a GM. That's the last thing it needs. We don't need people coming out here. Just make matches. Everyone just to start making their own matches. That's it.
Like, Dean's calling his own matches anyway half the time. Same with Braun. Same with a lot of dudes. They just come out like, I want a match, and that's how it goes down.
And the referee just happens to be right there too.
No, yeah.
Like this match was scheduled or something already.
He's just standing by.
We're very critical of Mr. Ambrose. However, he's not terrible at the wacky GM / authority
At the
figure.
wacky waving inflatable foot.
He is not
He's
terrible.
not too bad at that either.
He is not terrible at this whole wacky fucking authority figure. He's actually not. He's not bad at it. Okay, his work sucks, but his personality is still pretty good. He's not a terrible guy.
Yeah.
But it's the simple fact that we had The Miz come out and says that, oh no, Stephanie appointed me your co-general manager.
Yeah.
So then,
Which, by the way, what's so wrong with Stephanie that like she can't?
she went through a table and she's got a herniated disc, I guess.
I didn't know she was
She's
Dixie
not an
Carter.
active competitor. She can fucking like
Come on in a fucking wheelchair like Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah, right? She couldn't even phone it in. Like, really?
Yeah. How much does she really care about this product?
Not one bit.
Seriously.
So then after this exchange between both of these guys, they yell at each other for a bit. Braun Strowman comes out, says that he killed Roman Reigns. The crowd loved it. He wants Lesnar, and after he gets done with Roman Reigns, he wants the big dog, or the beast incarnate, or whatever the fuck they call
Everybody
him these
wants
days.
the beast. I feel like every week another guy comes out and is like, I want the beast.
So we're riding high, folks. Like 10 minutes into Raw, we're riding really high in a good cloud. And then Kalisto's music plays. And the best part about all of this is that they can't just fucking skim to the part where his song starts. It's this. It's why? That was his entire music. They didn't even get to the fucking. It didn't get to the instrumental part of the fucking theme.
I don't even know what his theme is. So.
It's literally that. It's just this fucking like someone just stopped the track and it drowns out for a little bit and then picks right back up. Like it's like the TJ fucking Perkins theme, but except way slower at the beginning. So Kalisto comes out, gets like literally no reaction. He says he wants a match with Braun Strowman, and Strowman says, "Well, I could beat you with one arm." And here's the part that I liked about Dean Ambrose. He goes, "Oh fuck, okay, cool, one-armed match tonight on Raw." That was the only part I liked about all this, was the fact that Dean said, "Okay, shit."
Because he almost ended his career, and Kalisto's not garbage.
God, why is Kalisto here? I get that they're pushing a guy, but we get to the match and he doesn't do anything. He does literally nothing.
Well, I mean, you've got to fill those 3 hours, so.
By the way,
Great action, great
Braun
high flying.
had like the most typical big guy fucking lines, ever in the ring at this point. Like, he sounded like the boss of some 80s, like, beat-em-up game, like Double Dragon or something. He's like, I'm gonna beat you, little man. I'm gonna crush you like a beer can. Like, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, that's literally, like, Big Guy 101. It was hilarious.
Big Guy 101. It's in the book. It's in the...
It's in the Big Guy handbook.
Andre the Giant wrote it for, all of his beloved fucking fans. So then Ambrose books The Miz in a match against Finn Balor after The Miz was talking a lot of shit about him. And I don't know why, but The Miz should have just reversed it and said, nope. I'm also the GM here. I could also reverse every decision you make.
That's a good way to kill 10 minutes, just going back and forth.
Yeah.
You're in this match. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. That would have been fine. So The Miz took on Finn Balor right afterwards. This match had a fuck finish. Because why not? It's Raw. And then Miz DQs Finn Balor because I guess he pushes Finn Balor into the ref, into his own wife. Yeah. So Miz goes out and says...
There's a sweet "that's your wife" chant.
Miz goes out and says, I will not have any of this. Mr. Balor, you are disqualified. Haha, I win. And the ref goes, well, shit, I guess you lose, buddy. So the Miz is on his way out. Dean Ambrose comes out and says... restart the match. That's not what's going to happen. Once again, I say Miz should have just went, nope, match is over, and walked right to the back. But that didn't happen here. Instead, he gets back in the ring. Fucking Finn squashes him with a coup de grace. And at the end of this match, the referee goes to...
Did you just say coupe, by the way?
Yes, the coupe car that he drives. The gras, yes.
It's coup.
Anyways, Mark.
I'm a Mark because I wanted to pronounce a word
Coup de
correctly.
grace. Go fuck yourself. The double foot stomp to the chest. The best part about this was at the end of the match, where the referee goes to raise Mr. Balor's hand, and he yanks his fucking hand and goes, I don't want you to touch me, you fucker. You just disqualified me for some gay shit. Like, no, don't touch me. That was the best part of all this. But I guess Finn Balor, he won. And that's as far as it's going to go with Finn tonight.
Outside of setting the record for longest fucking entrance ever. Jesus.
Oh, no, him and Nakamura are up there.
Yeah.
Alexa and Nia have this very cringy segment in the back. On Nia's part. Alexa's all right, but Nia asks Alexa if she meant what she said last week about her being great. Do you mean that?
You really think I'm great?
You really? Did you mean that? And Alexa goes, sure. What the fuck
It's like
not?
Nia's been waiting to hear those words for a long time.
Right?
So then she tells Nia Kurt isn't here to make any of those matches because Nia wanted a title match, which she kind of deserves.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, I can't do that. We'll wait for Kurt to get back. He's in the States. When we get back home, I'll talk to him. Nia goes, fine. Guess tonight you have a new best friend. So the best friends are back in town.
Chuck and Trent? What?
No.
Oh, man. That'd be sweet, though.
Alas, I told you fuckers this was happening.
We knew
What's that?
We knew it was
No,
happening.
don't bury me here. I knew this was happening. That fucking Nia and Alexa were gonna be in cahoots.
They're gonna take their real life friendship and play off of that in the thing.
They're all over Instagram, by the way.
Yeah.
They love
I
each
saw
other.
some weird ass video with the two of them and fucking the Miz and not Apollo Tennis and the other one
everyone dancing and shit.
Maurice,
Yeah.
Preposterous. Delete all your Instagrams, please. Keep kayfabe alive. Don't do this to us.
Yeah, social media, the great kayfabe killer.
So is this going to be like their version of Enzo and Cass, where like Alexa's on the mic and then like Nia's kind of
No, Nia has no personality and Alexa just talks.
My name is Alexa Bliss.
and I'm 5 feet tall, and you can't teach.
You guys done?
By the way, back to kayfabe killers. Was there just a picture of fucking Braun and Roman
Yes.
like hanging out together?
Holding hands in front of a fountain.
With the caption, when you're not done with somebody, but you go on a really nice trip to Italy with them.
Yeah, Salamonster was saying some shit like the whole story should be like whenever they're in the U.S., like Braun, like something comes over Braun where he hates Roman, but anytime they're out of the U.S., like it leaves him and Roman are best friends.
They go hang out, take pictures together.
Yeah.
Spot each other in the gym.
So Alexa took on Mickie James on this occasion. We alluded to this before, but no one gave a fuck about Mickie or Alexa Bliss.
No.
They were more interested in chanting for Bayley, and someone tried a, hey, Mickie, you're so
Mickie
fine,
chant, yeah,
you
I
blow
love
my
that.
mind chant.
That lasted
And
about 15 seconds.
Bayley looked at the crowd and said, let's keep it going, huh?
Yeah.
Can we stop chanting my name? I'm not even in the ring.
I have a quick question for you guys. Can anybody tell me how this match ended?
Well, Mickey was distracted by her friends, and then Alexa hit her with a forearm, and she dropped to the floor.
She won via punch. Top rope punch. Went over clean. No ropes, no tights.
I thought that was setting
punch.
up for a dirty pin. I could have swore this was a 30 pin.
It had,
dirty pin
it had to
coming
have been
along.
a dirty pin, right? Because A, there was no fucking finisher, and B, they're literally 2 inches away from the ropes. So, tight grab, fucking foothold, over, something, anything.
I thought Alexa was going to, like, put her leg on the rope.
Yeah,
or
or
try to
grab
be a
some
bad-
tights, do something. She pinned her clean, fellas.
With a forearm.
With a fucking forearm. With a strike. She pinned her clean with a fucking strike.
And mind you, this is the second time this happened because the same shit happened to Becky the next night.
Oh, man.
That finish was even worse.
Yeah. We'll get there.
we will get there. Oh boy, we will get there. These finishes are garbage.
I like how Bailey's little like crossbody off of the stairs to Nia totally took Nia out. I've seen her catch that bitch and other bitches doing that move literally 1,000 times.
Well, and also you
Caught
missed
her off guard. She knows.
you missed how Mickey went. What's going on out here? I'll forget about my match. What's happening out
man,
here?
what are you guys doing?
Oh boy, I hope no one forearms me in the face.
Because that's my one Achilles heel. Better not get punched from up here. What the fuck, man?
Lord, all right. After that, Nia beat up on Mickey, and then that was it. Before the Kalisto Strowman match, we get a tail of the tape. Can anybody tell me why there was a tail of the tape? Why are we doing tail of the tapes all of a sudden? Between Kalisto and Braun Strowman.
Oh, dude, you gotta like compare their relative size before the match. I'm surprised we didn't have a full fucking weigh-in.
Hey Vince, how should we prepare this match for you for the fans? Oh, shit, a tail of the tape for 2 guys that are literally worlds apart in size?
Let's just Dana White this thing. Why not?
Has there been a tail of the tape in ever?
They've had it a couple times.
Where?
No, they really did like compare the stats like prior to stuff like a couple times. Randomly.
When?
You want me to like off the top
last
of my
time,
head?
Yes. When's the last time you saw one of those on television with 2 eyes rather than 1?
Would Raw probably like 2015 sometime.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's been 2 years.
It's been a while. Yeah.
All of a sudden, we feel the need to bust out a tail of the tape. Did you know that Kalisto is wildly smaller compared to Braun Strowman?
Nope, couldn't tell.
Yep.
I mean, television adds 15 pounds. Looks I don't know.
So, Braun Strowman versus Kalisto. He beat up on Kalisto a bit until Roman came out, and Kalisto fucking vanished. Roman and Strowman fight a bit. Reigns fucks with his torn rotator cuff, because Braun's still competing with a torn rotator cuff, until Braun flees, and that was it. And he just fucking walked to the back, and there you go. He's out for a couple weeks.
That's the second time he did that too. He just kind of walks off. That's how Roman wins, man. Well, at least they worked the elbow, they worked his arm, so they got to write him off the show.
All right. Honestly, if a guy's on fire, okay, he is the biggest part of your
Put him
show.
out.
He's the biggest part of your show, and the top draw on your television show at the moment. Why don't you just say, "Hey guys, he got hurt. We're gonna put him on the bench," instead of having to write him into an angle where everything he just did in the last 3 weeks just got erased and wiped off the fucking table, just like that. It's like, well, Braun's been dominating Roman Reigns for the last couple of weeks, and all of a sudden, dude runs into a pole because he's an idiot, and that's it. There goes his arm. Why don't they just say, hey, dude got hurt. He's going to sit out for a while. Why do we have to make angles for guys? I mean, it's 2017. We know what's going on, but I suppose there is a general audience.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, it doesn't make any sense to me. This is their hottest guy on the television show, and not on Payback, Roman Reigns looked like he was dying. And 2 weeks later, he just beats the guy up, and he vanishes into the surgery room. So, I don't know. I would just tell guys, hey, he got hurt. Boom, he's gone.
I feel like this is going to be one of the longest feuds ever. Like, if they obviously they have to keep doing this once Braun comes back. But if he comes back in 2 months and still wants to fuck Roman up, this is going to be...
He will, because why
not? Of course,
not?
yeah, because this is going to be so long-winded.
So we had the tag team
Does
turmoil.
that mean that Braun will be out for Great Balls of Fire?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
Well, at least potentially.
8 to 6 weeks.
Six to eight,
or 6
yeah.
to 8 weeks.
They're already rewriting it.
so that no, it shouldn't because Great Balls of Fire is in July. It was in June.
It's in June, yeah.
Oh, it's in June. Oh, never
Yeah.
mind.
That was
Oh,
in July.
That's what I thought too.
Great.
No, I think
balls.
I think Battleground is
of
the
fire.
July pay-per-view for Raw.
let us see. Well, it gave me a song. What do you know about that? How do you like that?
You probably should have put WWE in front of
Yeah,
it.
right? What a
maybe
fucking
it is
idiot.
in July. Maybe it is in July because when's
Because Battleground SmackDown, right?
Because when's Extreme Rules?
Yeah.
July 9th.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah, he's got...
Yeah, Extreme Rules and Money in the Bank are going to be the
Yeah,
June
that'll
stuff,
be
right?
June, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Looks like they're ramping up the fucking pay-per-views for summer here. I thought they were going to ease up on the pay-per-views, but nope. It's right out the gate now. SmackDown's got 2 back-to-back fucking months with pay-per-views on them, so...
Well, then you roll into August. That only has one because of SummerSlam.
True.
Yeah.
Tag Team Turmoil.
Another 6.5-hour adventure.
Hey.
Cesaro and Sheamus basically ran the table. They went coast to coast in this whole turmoil thing.
I really think that they should have done. You shouldn't do a run the table thing with a heel tag team.
Why not? They're the team going into the contention match, or they're the number one contenders. Well, this was for the number one contention.
Yeah. What they should have done.
This made them look strong.
What they should have done was, since they were building this whole thing with Goldust and R-Truth, was they should have had them start the match. Come out on fire, run the table till the end,
And lose to Cesaro and Sheamus.
have them get beat back into a corner, look strong that they're gonna win, and then somehow Sheamus and Cesaro pull the run. Yeah,
I don't think
agree.
that would have been a way.
It would have made them look good. It would have built them up a little bit. They would have got the same result.
It would have put heat on Sheamus and Cesaro. You would have built sympathy for Goldust and R-Truth, who you could always use later. It would have made a much better story.
And by the way, R-Truth actually looked pretty good out there.
For what
it's worth, he actually.
I have not seen this tag team, and apparently there was a segment with them in the back.
Yeah,
where
they've been doing segments for a few weeks now. That's why I'm saying
You haven't seen Golden Truth?
That's
Not
probably
even
going to make the
backstage.
Hulu cut.
Of course not. It doesn't make the fucking.
But yeah, they've been building this for a few weeks. It would have been a much greater story with a much better payoff if they would have had them start the match,
I was
run
just-
the table, build the sympathy.
That's if you're giving them.
I agree.
That's if you're going to make them a staple in the tag team division. If they're not going to do shit, there was no point in
your
it.
tag team division doesn't have a lot of depth anyway,
Yeah.
so.
I mean, and if you're going to
I
take the
don't
belt
mind
off the
it.
Hardys and you're going to split the Hardys, I mean,
And
you
the
can always
revival's
use-
out anyway,
Yeah.
so.
I don't mind
And
it.
even more so, just to put more heat on Sheamus and Cesaro.
Yeah.
I don't mind it because Cesaro and Sheamus are legit.
Well, yeah,
and
but you
them
wanna
running the
get them over-
table
Yeah.
on fucking loser tag teams. What does it matter?
But their heels put more heat on them. I think
They're heels and they're good. That makes them a force.
I guess, but I just think it would have been a better story and a more interesting match.
I agree because them going in first, like it just makes it feel like a really roundabout way to just give us the
if they
third
were-
version of this match we've already seen.
If they were baby faces, sure, let them go. But if they're heels, let them fucking draw heat, come in
build
last.
that heel
and-
heat,
yeah.
bro.
I don't mind it because it's been quite a while since I've seen heels talk shit and back it up.
Yeah,
they
but
backed it up.
It is
They-
nice to see them be legit and heels.
Well, that makes me believe that these guys will not lose this match.
No, they're
Not going to lose this match. That they're going to beat the Hardys.
Yeah.
And in order to make a team look good for the Hardy Boys, because they have to be believable. The Hardys are the Hardys. Automatically, they're the best tag team ever, right, in the division. So you have to do something in order to make the other team that they're facing legit. This made Cesaro and Sheamus super legit,
Yeah.
and they're assholes on top of it. So
guess.
not only are they good, they're dickheads. So I mean, I didn't mind it, and it's quite a while since I've seen a heel team really kick ass, and they did a lot of that in this. The Hardys came out to confront, and the heels just bailed out. It was nice to see the club in here for 30 seconds. Wonderful. Good to see that they're doing jack shit. We had a Samoa Joe Seth Rollins match. The crowd was fucking crickets. Nothing. They didn't give a fuck about these guys working their ass off. Joe was out there fucking sweating his ass off. Seth was out there sweating his ass off. And his knee got fucked up here and there. He's still selling the knee, by the way. Iffy about the knee.
He'll never stop selling the knee.
I'm so
He'll be
sick
selling
of this
in
feud.
4 years.
I'm so fucking sick of this feud. It's over. Like, and they went back to the well with, oh, Samoa Joe's still so offended about what happened to Stephanie and blah blah. What are you?
Is he fucking her?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how offended are you?
Why should he be offended?
Yeah, like really, this shit is so far removed. He beat you already. It's over, but it's not over until Joe says it's over. He's like the Bray Wyatt of fucking of this thing, you know? Like, it doesn't matter how many times you beat him. He's just coming back even crazier and angrier.
Well, Joe's doing the whole Nagata gimmick now. He's rolling his eyes back and basically nutting all over the guy's back. So,
He's just got to do the salute thing, and he'll be full on Yuji Nagata.
At least this time around, the Falcon arrow that Seth hit was a little cleaner, so that was cool.
on that bad knee, no less.
Yeah.
Good for him. The match ended with Joe using the exposed turnbuckle, even though the ref said, Joe, do it, Joe, please.
I'll disqualify you. Don't think I won't.
Don't think I won't. Like, he gives a shit.
Yeah.
That guy is like my favorite ref. He's angry ref. He'll actually like put his hands on you and shit.
Oh, he's going to kill the guy. You know, you can't have a guy in a submission hold that long without him dying, so, you know.
Yeah.
But it ended in a fuck finish, because why the hell not? This was the theme of this week, everybody. Fuck finishes, okay? DQs everywhere. Everything was illogical. Nothing made sense. No one made any headway except for maybe Cesaro. At the end of this match, Graves says something very stupid. He goes, "What do you call the person who slays the king?" Slayer.
Yeah.
Cole says, "Thanks." Thanks, Corey, for your insight, you fucking dickhead.
Well, he meant to say who do you call the person
That was an awfully long pause. Who do you
Yeah.
What do you call the person that slays the king? I don't know, the Kingslayer.
Yeah. No, he fucked up.
Took so goddamn long.
He meant to say who do you call the person that slays the King Slayer? But
Well, nonetheless, Cole said thanks.
yeah, no.
I don't
Corey
know.
fucked that up
I don't know
delivered.
which one. I think it was Cole who said this shit. Somebody said that Seth Rollins is pound for pound the strongest competitor on the roster, right up
Compared
there.
to Cesaro, right?
Right up there with
Yeah.
Cesaro, yeah.
Doubt it.
And I'm like, but
Highly doubt it.
Not Braun, but like not any of the other guys who were clearly stronger than Seth Rollins. I don't know.
Define pound for pound. Not like
I guess
seriously.
like for his size, then
Yeah.
if you want to compare him to all the other guys who are 217 pounds, which is a good amount of the dudes in the upper card, like I guess, but I don't know, man. That's
I've always been iffy on
that's
the
a bold
pound for-
that's a bold
the
statement.
pound
yeah.
for pound statement,
Yeah.
or the pound for pound statement. I've never really understood what
Yeah.
that really meant, because they said that about Pacquiao, and
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
what
like
the fuck
it's like
that
it's
meant.
like strength relative to your size. You
Oh,
know?
okay. Well,
Yeah.
when you're fighting guys your size, I guess it doesn't really
I
matter.
guess for Pacquiao, it's not that hard to be the strongest guy at like
Nope.
5'6".
Not when you're facing Mayweather, no. So Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt ended this night. No one gave a fuck. Not a single person gave a shit about this. There was a chant for Randy Savage in the crowd. People were looking at other things. They were playing with their phones. I mean, you know. The Miz came out to commentate for this matchup. Once again, couldn't save it. He left the commentary booth to get a better look at this matchup. I don't know what he was getting a better look at. Not hard to tell what Dean Ambrose could do. He's psychotic. He's a lunatic. Okay? He does a suicide dive literally every match.
I like how they're really emphasizing suicide dive now and not tope suicida. They've been
Giving you
really-
hints.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you watch Raw, might as well shoot yourself. So Bray Wyatt wins after an assist from The Miz. The Miz attacked him from the back. The ref saw nothing, and that's it.
Thanks to the camera angle, that was kind of a sweet like title shot to the head. Came out of nowhere. Then Miz's face afterwards was fucking priceless.
If this happened on SmackDown, people would have been like, "Oh, Mike, you're a fucking asshole. How could you, Tomato?" Instead, this was Monday Night Raw. People were on their phones going, "Oh, Miz, why?"
I just got the notification that the Miz did
Twitter,
something dirty.
texting my mother, "Why are you at these shows? If you're not going to contribute to the fucking product, don't buy tickets." It's that fucking simple. Almost as much as these dickheads on NXT. I mean, they contributed in a different way. They put themselves over more than anything else, which pissed me off to know. So, yeah, if you buy a ticket to WWE or to the O2 Arena in London, fucking watch the product, please. If you're gonna tweet, go to the pisser. Stop, okay? This shit bothers me so much. The crowd ruined this show. This show was dead in the water, and it had no direction. What did you learn from this Monday Night Raw?
Don't go to London.
Don't go to London. On Monday nights, apparently. Don't go to London. Tuesday, completely okay.
And also Booker T needs to get off the fucking mic entirely.
Oh, you had an issue with Booker.
I did. All right. So there was a match that didn't really matter because it was Sasha Banks and Alicia Fox.
Which
But
the crowd shut on that entire match or something going on in like
Yeah.
the arena.
so I forget exactly what botch Alicia did, but Booker T openly called her out about it and was like, "It's these little issues that kept her out of the spotlight for all these years." Listen, Book, I know that up until now you've been doing a lot of like roundtable discussion shit during the pre-shows for pay-per-views and like
Did
talking
you know
smack,
he's a Hall of Famer?
the type of stuff like that. I know that you're used to doing like live analytics and shit. you can't translate that to the fucking booth, man. Like, you can't sit there.
I don't see what's so bad about that.
You can because it's real life, Anthony, because it's for real. Like, she does have problems. Like, you can't call somebody out on being a bad worker or being bad on the mic.
But if something bad, I mean, they can't just ignore something bad. They're supposed to call it live.
I
and
mean,
she's a heel, and I guess he's supposed to be the babyface commentator, so he's kind of supposed to shit on her.
Yeah, but like he didn't like just like he didn't like kayfabe shit on her. He like shoot shit at her, and I'm like, dude, that's not
And I mean,
cool.
it's also true that she's been in the company for 10 years.
Yeah, but you don't call her out on that on live TV, dude.
I don't
Is she still not a good worker?
You can't do. No, I think she's actually a pretty good worker. Like, she's not bad.
The few times I've seen her in the last couple of years, she hasn't been that terrible of a worker.
But yeah, he can call her out on anything because I mean, if they can talk about the whole Tom Phillips face fucking debacle on commentary, they can talk about it.
Well, that's between two guys who know how to do their job, Tom Phillips and fucking Corey Graves.
And that's on like the fucking C show, man. Like, I'm just saying, like, you can't on Raw, you can't do that.
I don't agree.
You can't. That's fine, but I'm just saying, like, it's abrasive.
Listen,
it comes off very unprofessional. Like, I feel like Book doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
If this was a match
mic.
at 9 o'clock, people would have cared. What time did this fucking match go on? Do you remember?
It was right around like.
Was it in the 10 o'clock hour?
It was close to 10. Yeah,
that's why. No one gave a fuck. No one. People were probably taking a piss or fucking baking cookies when this happened.
The arena was like there was something going on. Someone was getting ejected or something, so the crowd wasn't even paying attention.
No one gave a fuck.
It's like if he said about Dean Ambrose is like, and this shit right here is why everyone says Dean's lazy and a bad worker.
Well,
like,
Mike fucking calls it out every single week.
You can't say that. You can't.
WWE does that all the time. They take real life stuff like bad shit.
I know,
at this
but
point,
you can't
why
like,
not
take
do
real.
it?
You can't take real life critiques about the fucking work. And,
At this point, when you have
live television,
when you have 8,000 dirt sheet websites, why not just talk shit about people? It's pointless.
That shit
People
bothers
already know,
me,
so.
and that shit bothers me. And to go one further about the whole kid thing, what he did to Aries last week, he did it to Finn this week. Book, I know, I get it. You think you're like the Marshall Falk of this fucking thing. Like, you think you're that guy. And in a lot of ways, like, you are. But stop calling grown men kids that have been in the business for a long time.
I don't know. I hear, like, in a lot of sports commentary, like
if they're rookies, if they're new, that's fine. These guys have been veterans like 15 years. They've been around the world. Don't call him a kid.
But you know how the WWE...
It's also WWE.
Where they treat everything like it didn't exist before you got here.
Well, this guy thinks he's Deion Sanders. Like, everyone's his young bull. You know, like, don't son everybody. Like, that's not... I get it. You're the aging black vet of the company. I get it. It's kind of your, like, job. But tone it down a little bit. Like, every week he's calling some grown-ass man a child. And it's just... Shit, I don't know. It just comes off as disrespectful as fuck. It's Finn fucking Balor, right? Come on. He's not a kid, Book. Like, Jesus
He's really
Christ.
short. I guess that's what he's alluding to.
Yeah, I suppose. But yeah, that's end rant, you know? That's my problem with Book on the fucking mic. God.
He's way better than Otunga and fucking Byron Saxton.
I almost
way better than Percy Watson.
I almost miss Otunga.
I would rather.
I almost miss Otunga.
I would rather hear. Are you fucking serious?
No, seriously. Booker T is fucking cancer on the mic, dude. It's awful.
I mean, Booker
This
T's
basement must be getting to your head.
Dude, they should have the ultimate fucking commentary booth. Percy Watson, David Otunga, and Byron Saxton all together.
God.
Oh, man, you
This
would
is the
learn
whole
nothing.
booth. They're all staring at each other, waiting for someone
You
to
would
talk.
learn nothing about wrestling ever. Or sports entertainment, I'm sorry.
They'd go on a tangent about anything else except what's going on in the ring. So, SmackDown the next night, May 9th, 2017. Same arena, second attempt. Spoiler alert, they did way better than Raw. Way fucking better. The ratings for this show, up 2% from last week.
I heard that the ratings prior to were pretty bad for SmackDown.
Yeah,
last couple weeks.
Well,
Yeah,
when they're up
I heard that
against
too.
literally everything else on television,
And
it's
plus it's
not
playoff basketball, playoff hockey.
Which, small rant. Fuck basketball, dude. Literally the same teams every single fucking
You know this final is
year.
going to be Golden State and Cleveland, so.
No shit. Okay? There was a post on Facebook going, here's the bracket for the NBA playoffs. And I went, gee, I wonder who was in the playoffs.
Did the 76ers make it?
The Cavaliers.
Oh.
The 76ers have been awful, dude.
I know.
The Cavaliers. Oh, who else? The Spurs. Oh, no. And the Warriors? Oh, no. Fuck basketball,
Hey, man,
dude.
weren't the Celtics of the number one seed, which I mean was pretty at it. They hadn't
Who fucking cares? Point being, if you watch basketball, stop. Because basketball sucks.
It's better than football.
Bullshit. Bullshit. No, it's fucking
yes,
not.
It is.
No,
yes,
it's fucking
it is.
not, Anthony.
By a mile.
Not even by a long shot.
Dude,
not even in your wildest dreams is basketball even a fraction of fucking football's
it
like
is
entertainment.
far
Are you kidding
more
me?
entertaining.
Yeah, watching 5 guys run back and forth in a fucking gym is awesome. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's
man.
way better than fucking watching guys fucking stand in a fucking with his hand under a guy's ball sack for 30 seconds and then
Wow.
5 seconds of
That's
action.
30 seconds. A snap is like 2 seconds. It's like half a second long.
That's really homophobic and immature, Ed. I don't know what you're doing right now. This isn't that kind of a show. Moving on.
I'm pretty sure he just said like something about something being gay like 20 minutes ago.
I don't remember
So,
that.
Bailey's gay. That's what I think.
but no, basketball better than football.
I guess you heard it here first.
Actually, listen, dude, I get it, but basketball is literally the most. At the last 5 minutes of basketball last an eternity, and I can't vouch for that shit.
That's true.
Football is at
Guys
least
like drawing like on purpose and
they
shit. Like,
listen. The lesser of two evils here. Football. I neither. Would I prefer any of them? No, but
I find football to be way more
Football
exciting.
is super fucking boring.
well, I know one thing. If you happen to have DirecTV and you get the shortcuts, it's a thing where they literally have an entire football game in 30 minutes. Wonders for your career and your lifespan. So the commercials ruin football.
So you miss all the 3 and outs. Nice.
Yeah, I suppose. Well, SmackDown, everybody. 2.348. So did a lot better. It did fairly okay for sure. That wasn't supposed to do this good when they were up against the fucking basketball playoffs. But Orton comes out to talk.
And the
talks.
NHL playoffs were, sadly, my Rangers got eliminated.
Never forget.
Rip.
Orton mentions that he did
Your
not lose.
76ers didn't even make. Or,
The 76ers also playing hockey. Did you know this?
Your Flyers didn't even make
Because
the
it's the best fucking sport ever. They're everywhere.
Hockey greater than basketball and football. So.
I'm a big fan of cricket. So Orton,
yeah, sure.
Orton comes out, mentions that he didn't lose because of that damn refrigerator. I'm glad he said this.
I'm glad he plugged the
I'm
fridge.
glad he acknowledged that this fridge was a fucking meme after that shit happened because Randy at least can make fun of it, and the crowd laughed.
Yeah.
They also agree that was very dumb. So before he could go any further, Mahal comes out with the Bollywood boys. I'm not going to call them the Singh brothers. Mahal comes out and says, quote, "I didn't take anything. I didn't steal anything. I simply took what was mine."
Take what's mine.
So you heard that.
Yeah.
I didn't take anything.
But he took something.
But he took something. All right, we're off to a good start here on SmackDown. Mahal shows Randy some promotional photos of him with the belt. Who okayed this?
Well, this is when he stole the belt, remember?
stole
And he was
it.
taking the pictures
Yeah,
last
he took
week.
the
So,
those are those GQ pics, bro.
according to this, you can steal a belt and go, "Hey, photographer, can I get some photos of this belt that's not mine?" Sure, I don't have anything else to do except take pictures of Bayley with her fucking wavy, whacking, inflatable, arm flailing, wave flailing tube men. Mahal shows up, and I already fucking said that. Before Jinder could cut a promo in Punjabi, I was anxiously waiting for him to say this. Owens comes out and says, "No one gives a fuck about India or the House of Horrors," and he's right.
By the way, I can speak French.
Yeah. Watch me speak French. And I mentioned this when we were watching NXT. And Cassius Ohno came out in a fucking suit. Because Kevin came out in a suit.
It's his gimmick.
Everyone's coming out in suits.
It's his gimmick.
Technically, they get fined if they don't show up to the arena in suits, so they can.
AJ didn't have a suit.
It's also his gimmick.
It's his gimmick to
Yeah.
have a suit.
The new face of America, yeah, it's been his
Kevin
gimmick.
Owens has been wearing
Where's
suits
his
for
little
months.
flag? Where's his little flag on it? The pin.
It's the big flag behind him on his Titantron.
Yeah.
Well, he needs to have the pin, or else I don't
Or
buy
the
it.
KO shirt with.
First of all, asshole, he was wearing suits before this.
Or
Yeah.
his red, white, and blue
You're the one who's
trunks
calling
that
him
he
out
has.
on suits. So.
Suits, listen. We were talking about gay shit. Suits are gay.
I'm-
This is wrestling, dude.
I'm
okay.
just saying, since he's come over to SmackDown, he's been wearing a ton of suits. And before
Every
that,
person,
and before that, he was wearing suits with Jericho. And that was kind of
every
a thing too.
person that has come up from NXT, all of a sudden wears a suit.
I'm just saying, this suit is legitimately part of his gimmick. He's doing the whole presidential
Listen.
thing. It's a thing.
Wrestling, unless you are Ric Flair, unless you are 2003 Triple H, unless you are some sort of corporate champion, suits are gay and do not have a place in wrestling. Except for maybe one, or if Kevin was the only guy doing it, fine. If Cassius Ohno and the button that's still holding on for dear life isn't popping, and Almas, who shows up in a black suit, which you alluded to is his gimmick.
Also part of
suppose.
his gimmick.
Yeah. Well, because he's a nighttime partier, so he wears the casual
Yeah, he's in
suit
the club
'cause
all the time.
He's got money.
Listen,
Yeah.
suits are gay.
This legitimately is part of Kevin's thing. He's supposed to be a politician.
I get it, but not everyone has to have a suit. If I see Baron Corbin in a suit, I'm gonna stop watching SmackDown.
If you see Baron Corbin in the suit, then yeah, you can get pissed off.
Okay, thank you.
Kevin comes out in a suit for his gimmick. I mean,
Kevin,
like,
it makes
calm
sense, but it is also very awkward seeing Kevin Owens in a fucking suit.
agreed.
You can attest to this, sir. Kevin
Yeah.
Steen in a suit?
Yeah.
You mean the guy that came to the fucking ring in a fucking cutoff in a muscle shirt or a cutoff fucking thing? No, come on. It looks weird. I don't buy it. I hate suits. Only
Like suits are going to be 2017's jeans for this guy.
suits have one place with one faction, Evolution. That's it.
And jeans were like 2016 sneakers. Like,
Unless Cassius Ohno, Cien Almas, and Kevin Owens are wheeling dealing and jet riding. I don't see why the fuck they're going to be
so
wearing
you're
suits.
saying unless they're in the main event mafia or something,
Yes.
they can't do. Okay.
Yes. Unless your gimmick entails you wearing a suit, which he does have a gimmick. Cassius Ohno? What reason does Cassius Ohno have to be wearing a suit for?
He probably just
wants to
somebody
look
to the ring
nice.
and they're like, hey,
He
let's do this fucking interview spot.
He wants to look nice. I don't know.
I'm all riled up now.
It's
Anyways,
not a big deal, dude.
it's a big fucking deal to me. Everyone looks stupid. AJ comes out minus a suit. Talk shit to Kevin Owens. Meanwhile, Orton is in the ring. What's wrong with you?
Go on.
Orton is still in the ring. Hasn't moved a muscle. Hasn't said a word in like 30 fucking minutes. Just standing there with the belt. No suit! And Corbin comes out before he could talk. Sammy attacks him from the back. So a big fight breaks out. Randy's music plays. The heels stare down the baby faces. You know what's going to happen next. Becky Lynch versus Natty Neidhart. Carmella and James Ellsworth cut a very typical fucking cringy "this location is terrible" promo.
Ellsworth needs to stop, man. Like,
You guys don't brush your teeth. Neither do you,
yeah,
motherfucker.
did you see his fucking teeth as he said that? I'm like, really? Like they zoomed in on him. You got a good look at this motherfucker. It's pretty awful, man.
Is it bad that whenever there is cringe in this world that makes you look at something else? Carmella is that cringe. I can't look at her anymore. She's so fucking terrible at her job because I can't take her seriously anymore. I can't take him seriously anymore.
I don't think I ever took Carmella seriously.
No, not at all. Yet here she is in the most diabolical stable of all time, the Welcoming Committee. Welcoming Committee for life. Let's get shirts, everybody.
I like how Tamina never has any ring gear or anything. Like, her outfit is literally just like
Tamina-
a hoodie and like pants, and that's it.
At
man.
least,
She just comes out in the jacket.
at the very, very least, and I do mean very, Carmella and Carmelsworth have a personality, at least a personality of some sort. Tamina stands there and goes,
Well, she's just the enforcer.
"Yup,
She's the
I
leader.
agree."
She's been wearing the same outfit since she was in Team Bad. It's weird. I don't know.
Team Bad. Ooh, those were some very dark times for the
Yeah.
women that got called up that were great wrestlers. So Naomi introduced Becky. Charlotte comes out as well to support Lynch to get a better look at the Welcoming Committee. 22 minutes into this match, and the crowd is already 10 million times better than the previous night. The match ended suddenly when Natty pulls Becky off the top rope, or the top turnbuckle, when she was in a sitting position, drags her down, and then gets a 3 count. That's how it ends.
Yeah.
So she just dragged her down, pinned her for the 3 count, and I believe Tom Phillips said, well, she was distracted because her friends were fighting on the outside. Let it be known, watching your friends fight other people is a bump all of a sudden.
Yup.
Oh, gee, what's Naomi doing? Ouch!
This angle, this is such a
This
poor.
was stupid as fuck.
This is such a poor like utilization of their resources. Like you're literally involving the entire division in
The Welcoming Committee.
in what really should be like a 2, maybe 3 person thing. Like literally the whole division had to come out for a singles match. Just to stand on the outside, just to
It was support, my man. It was support.
gotta have that solidarity.
Gotta have that bond.
You can't. Let's not break them up and serve them separate feuds or anything. No. Let's just make it one big fucking thing. Like,
I'm almost positive this is how creative works with SmackDown and WWE in general. We have women everywhere. What do we do? And Carmel and Ellsworth. What should we do with everybody? I know. Put them in groups. Yeah, that ought to get them over really nice. We'll make shirts, and they'll be in clearance in a month. They run a vignette for Lana, who is still coming soon, even though it's been 4 weeks. And she still hasn't gotten away from that fucking chair.
hey, 13 more weeks and she'll tie Emma's record.
I mean,
So-
she did take on the Emelina gimmick size. I mean, that's what you do, right?
Still waiting for you, Kelly. Wondering what you're doing and when you're gonna show up.
Yeah.
Good to know that Lana hasn't...
Waiting for Maria.
I wonder,
That's what I'm waiting for.
Fuck yeah.
I wonder if Lana has eaten
Maria
since...
Kanellis, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You guys all right? I wonder if Lana's gotten away from that chair she's been rubbing her vagina on for the last 4 fucking weeks.
It's the only chair that can have her.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
because Lord knows Handsome Rusev is stuck in a fucking hallway somewhere. Like,
All right. Listen to me here. I have an idea, okay? I believe this is a swerve, okay? Rusev comes back and goes, "You thought my wife was going to dance? Fuck you." She comes out, she does the same gimmick as she was. This would be phenomenal.
It would be,
What an
actually.
awesome way to end this piece of shit fucking, like, build to Lana, okay? They're just... She's coming soon. She'll be coming soon with Rusev. That's where she's going to be coming.
hell yeah.
If this is a swerve, please make it a swerve, because I don't really want to see Lana dance on a fucking table. Or, I mean, a chair. Maybe she should dance on a table now. We want to do a different piece of furniture. Becky, Charlotte, and Naomi have a segment backstage. Becky mentions how they must bond together.
Yes.
They have to outbond the welcoming committee.
And Charlotte was
What does
blaming
that even mean?
They agree to team up against the vile trio of Tamina, Carmella, and Natty. I can't wait for the bonding committee shirt.
Then they believe in the Shield and give a little. Like, what does that mean? We're
Just
gonna
start
we
coming out investing.
we got to outbond their bond. Like what?
Well, what you see here is that they have to all dress up like James Bond,
Like
arrive in an Aston Martin, and shoot people, I suppose. I don't know.
they all have to make friendship bracelets and braid
They
each other's hair.
stressed-
Like how does that work?
They stress the word bond. You know something's coming.
Are we going to get a pajama party with Naomi, Charlotte?
The Bond girls, I suppose. I don't know. And afterwards, Tom Phillips says, well, they're going to have to start bonding before they face them.
So does this mean that there's gonna be like vignettes of them doing trust falls and shit in the
Yes.
back, like like team building exercises?
Doing ropes courses and shit
Yeah,
together.
right.
I believe so. This is WWE, so when they stress a word, you know something's coming.
Yes.
They stress the word bond. We will see a lot of glue next week on Monday night, or on fucking on SmackDown Live.
Apparently.
Fashion Files. When this segment aired, there was already an abundance of UK jokes. They made it even worse. So Tyler Breeze is wearing a shirt that's 2 sizes too large. Deputy Dango's in a Sherlock Holmes getup. There's paint everywhere, and it led them to a random room with the Ascension yelling at each other.
Yeah, what the hell was that? Yeah. These guys just getting each other wrapped up, just freaking out in a fucking closet together.
Let it be known that the Ascension get riled up in a dark closet together.
Yeah.
Do you feel
Oiled
like,
up.
Do you feel like WWE is trying to like bury them there by like making it seem all like
That they're in the
Like,
closet?
all weird
Yeah.
and shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm pretty
Or you
sure.
think they're calling them gay?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that was just shoveling the dirt right on top of.
Here's a good rib. Let's put him in a closet.
Dude, that was all JBL.
Oh, this was so fucking weird. I can't buy 2 guys literally yelling at the top of their lungs at each other
yeah. No,
in
that's
a
awkward.
very enclosed area, okay?
But this whole Fashion Files
Ooh,
thing is
man.
fucking fantastic.
It's
Yeah.
phenomenal,
Yeah.
except they took this whole UK thing. I feel like they stress, go out there, make a joke about the UK.
I'm honestly surprised. This was the first UK show they've done where they didn't have like the stupid fucking cars and
the flag.
and the TARDIS and shit. Yeah.
Well, they made up for it by having Naomi go, "Are y'all bloody ready?" Shut
yeah,
the fuck
dude,
up.
I want to.
Oh,
I don't advocate for violence against women.
Wow.
But there are exceptions.
There is a list at WWE of jokes by location. Scotland jokes, Irish jokes, UK jokes. So when they cross,
Don't you mean England? Scotland's part of the UK.
Sure, whatever. Ugly tooth jokes, Sherlock Holmes jokes, etc., etc. I
believe they also use the term foggy apple to describe
foggy
them.
apple,
Foggy
yes.
apple, yes. So foggy jokes too.
So Luke Harper and Eric Rowan had a match. There was a Fire Bradshaw chant that was so fucking loud that Tom Phillips had to mention the fact that the WWE universe is fired up today. Poor choice of words.
They're very passionate.
Very passionate. They had a pretty good TV match. Nothing too out of the... nothing crazy. Nothing disappointing or anything like that. The finish was Rowan trying to use the mask to hit Harper. The ref does not approve of this.
Why is Rowan still coming out in a mask? Why is he
He's
the
a
only
creepy
one still
fucking
holding
guy.
on to... Fuck that, okay?
It looks like the lamb, though the sheep mask is on life support. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, why is he the
point.
only one still holding on to the gimmick? He's the only one of them that's still doing it.
I think I said it on this last show, but still, I don't know what the fuck those tubes do. They just kind
They
of
don't
run
do
into the
anything.
mat.
And I said on the last show,
So-
too, that his music, he's using the same music from when he was face, and
Music
he was
is
like
not bad.
drinking wine
Music's
and
not
shit.
bad. The music's not bad
I'm just
at all.
saying, it was his face music, and that was when he was still drinking wine and playing classic guitar, and now he's healed, and he still has the same creepy
That's what he was
music.
doing when he was face, was drinking.
Yeah.
wine.
You don't remember
no,
that?
No,
You don't remember that
no.
gimmick?
I
When-
might not have been watching.
Oh,
no.
wow. Yeah, that was his whole face gimmick. He was drinking wine
That's
and playing
fucking
classic
weird.
guitar. Dude, check it out. Yeah. That's when they gave him that music, but he still has it.
So what would you have
Something
Eric
different.
Rowan's gimmick be? An electrician?
Something I don't know, dude. Like it's a combination
A
of
plumber?
like it's like he's coming out with like his heel fucking like sheep mask, but his like face fucking music, and he has no
That music's kind
identity.
of creepy though, so I think it fits more.
That's perfect.
I guess I don't know.
He's a creepy fucking dude. What do you want from him? Like,
that's his gimmick.
that's
He's
his
just a
gimmick.
creepy.
He's
fucking
a creepy fucking guy.
I guess, man. Like I don't think he should wear the mask.
He's an odd fellow.
I don't think he should wear the mask anymore. I don't think he's not a Wyatt anymore.
You heard it here,
so.
folks. Tyson Touloud believes that Eric Rowan should be repackaged as a plumber or an electrician. Or
Never said that. Just
a
saying he
Best
should,
Buy manager, I
just,
suppose.
Just saying, drop the old gimmick. Bray's not even on the show anymore, so
Well, they had a good match.
what are you doing?
They're not really investing a lot in Eric Rowan.
I
so.
know.
They had a good
They're not gonna
TV
waste
match.
resources.
The ref did not approve of Rowan tried to hitting Luke in the face with the mask and was mesmerized by this prop. He stared at it and went, well, this is a cool mask. Meanwhile, the guy's getting his eye fucking poked out right behind him. Turns around, Rowan pins him with a spinning world's strongest slam, I suppose. I don't know what it's called yet. And in hindsight, the mask probably wouldn't have hurt. I don't know why that would have been a big deal. It's a fucking mask. It's got some tubes. It's not going to hurt. I don't believe it would.
But dude, if it would have made contact, it would have knocked.
Here's my
Harper
thing.
out for, like,
If someone's going to use an object that does not look intimidating, like a pillow, you can disqualify him for that?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't think the mask would have done jack shit to
or
this
a
guy.
padded turnbuckle. Looking at you, New Japan.
Padded turnbuckle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they do that a lot these
Yeah.
days.
I mean, I guess you could say the padding is super thick and it could
Oh,
hurt if you
sure.
put some velocity into that.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. I'm totally selling that. Dolph Ziggler came out. He complained about how everyone's hypocrites. He's been doing this for a long time. He's irrelevant, etc. Nakamura came out like he's been doing a lot. And, I wanted to mention that the crowd. Ziggler goes, well, you guys chant for a guy who's never had a match here on SmackDown, and the crowd goes, NXT.
Yeah.
We've seen him on NXT before.
Got a whole body of work, at least a year. Check it out.
So, once again, Dolph Ziggler looking like a fucking loser.
Yep.
Nakamura comes out, says, you want to see what I can do? Get a referee, my friend. A ref shows up. This match is going to happen. And Ziggler goes, on my terms. Listen, guy, if you complain about the guy not having a match ever, he wants a match on SmackDown with you. Don't go, well, gee, not right now. Not a good time for Dolph Ziggler.
He was wearing skinnies, bro. You knew he wasn't going to throw down.
And some Chucks, too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, don't complain about a guy not having a match and then go, not right now.
I didn't mean today.
Television, stupid. You idiot. The Ascension took on the Fashion Police. The Fandango dance is over again, apparently.
Yes.
Everyone loved it. They brought it back. I am so glad to see that these motherfuckers are getting over. They deserve it.
Breeze
Yes.
and Fandango, you hand them anything, and I'm pretty sure they'd knock it out of the park.
Oh, of course.
JBL sandbagged Phillips when Tom said they have to face the Usos, who are twins and have known each other since birth.
Yeah. What?
You mean not at 5 years old? So that was the best part about all this. JBL basically saying, "You're fucking stupid." Yeah, of course they would known each other since birth. The Usos come out, or I'm sorry, Fandango pins Victor with a leg drop off the turnbuckle. What's that called? The Last Dance, I believe.
I think is the call.
Sure, whatever. The big leg drop that he does. The Usos come out and talk about 12 days. 12 days. In 12 days, a lot could get done.
Yeah.
Boy, did they run that into the ground. Apparently, the crowd liked this because they applauded. Here's the thing. I thought it was fucking cringy as hell.
Yeah.
I actually liked it. They're not a bad heel
This
promo.
is a to each his own thing. Because people, it was intense, but it was, for me, it's like, I get it.
It got kind of weird.
It did.
I get it.
Like they were alluding to stuff. I thought it was pretty funny. It's like 12 days, rub it on his
Here's
back.
the thing.
Like,
this is not.
It got super
It
awkward.
got like weirder as it went.
This is not something that I could say, well, this is universally stupid. It's like, well, if you liked it, you liked it. It wasn't terrible, but I just think that it went on for too fucking long.
It's kind of like that first big promo they did after their heel turn, where
the other one that went on for too long.
Yeah, but I like they're definitely like animated, and they definitely put a lot of like
That's the good thing about it.
Yeah.
At least they put effort into their promos.
They don't feel scripted. Like they feel.
No.
It feels like that's something. Yeah,
Which is why I accept it. I didn't really like it too much, but it's better than a lot of things that's going on.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. They do a good heel promo.
There is an very, very painful segment with Mojo Rawley talking to children.
I'm pretty sure they were trying to say that this happened like at the UK. I'm pretty sure those kids weren't even English. I'm pretty sure they had American accents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't think that they were
canned
English
that
either.
shit and tried to sell it like they were in England doing that shit. And by the way, like their fucking skin complexion, no, all those kids were tanned as fuck. There's no way.
There's no way. They didn't look like British kids
No.
though.
Here's a better question. Why the fuck did this segment happen? Happened? Why did it? Yeah, it happened. Why did it happen?
Yeah.
To plug the trophy that Mojo
To plug the trophy with names on it, by the
that
way.
he brought all the way over. I guess it's like the Stanley Cup,
You can't get that on a plane.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man.
And by the way, like, who the fuck is that one kid's parents that's like, it's okay just to kick someone? Like,
Haven't
It's
you
fucking
heard?
Mojo. Who cares?
Haven't you heard? Like English orphans kick dudes in the shin all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. That's like
that
their
is
bread.
awful
That's their bread and
parenting.
butter.
And then Mojo's fucking here, like, supporting, like, oh, I guess it was kind of funny.
I'm surprised like one of them didn't pick his fucking pocket. Like, that's how they get down over there.
Here's how this didn't make any sense. 1 week, this guy's going, well, shit, I've been on coke and fucking and partying with the trophy. Man, me and Gronk making out with dudes, all this shit.
That's what I said.
Popping bottles. Next week, this guy's like, hi, kids, I've got some fucking cool shit to tell you.
It's fucking story time with Mojo. It's like, dude, you're probably still like detoxifying your body from last weekend, man. Like,
I thought that he was going to save this segment because when the kid kicked him in the shin, I thought he was going to fucking punch that little kid in the fucking face.
you ain't hype. Like, rock someone.
If you should have just clotheslined the kid, at least it would have saved this. At the end of it, I learned nothing.
Yeah.
I learned that Mojo carries a very large trophy, which makes him a fucking loser.
Yeah, you
okay?
know he was rolling face through that whole fucking thing, man. There's no way.
1 week, everybody. You cannot go from 1 week where you're doing coke to, hey kids, you want to hear a story? Stop. Who the fuck came up? Well, this is Brian James. Did he come up with this? Road Dog. You fucker. Rusev says he'll be coming to SmackDown next week. It's about fucking time. So we'll see.
Miss Rusev.
We'll see him. And
Especially now that Total Divas is over after today, so.
he said that he'll be coming. He wanted a match at Money in the Bank. He would not show up until he gets that match. However, he's still showing up. He's not going to get the match. Sorry,
Dude,
brother.
I can't wait for Rusev versus the Maharaja.
Oh, boy. Great feud. I can't wait. Fucking Broadway.
Oh,
Seven matches, Broadway.
The last match goes 60 minutes.
Yeah. So
60 minutes in MSG.
Yeah. You couldn't do a 60-minute
In
Broadway.
MSG.
Yeah. It's just 1977 again.
No big deal. Well, the gimmicks from 1977. What do you want? Oh, hey guys, I am not from America. Boomy. 6-man tag match, the last match of the night. You gotta love the stat card for AJ Styles. He beat Shane at WrestleMania. Boy, did that learn me something.
Yep.
At one point during this match, Jinder got tagged in while
Did
Sami...
it also tell us that Sami Zayn was the underdog from the underground?
Yes. And that Kevin Owens was the face of America. Who writes this shit?
Yeah. At least give us legit stats, not just their nicknames.
Can we get a tail of the tape? Tell me how big he is so I can get mad at him for being larger than me, I suppose.
What?
So Jinder got tagged in while Sami was still in. Randy had his hand out at one point, and he gave Sami this look that was like, you better fucking tag me in, you motherfucker. I need to kill this son of a bitch. But most of this match was just Sami getting his ass whipped for the most part.
Isn't that every Sami match?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Getting his fucking ass kicked.
There goes his strategy.
And the heels worked him over. He had a bloody nose. He bumps the heels on the outside, but continues to sell the fact that he was hurt this whole time. He's on the apron, half dying, and it was perfect. So a big fight breaks out with everybody towards the end. Mahal pins Orton with a Cobra Clutch Slam,
That's a super weak finisher.
which sucks.
Yeah.
That finisher is fucking terrible. And we saw it a couple times, but when you see an RKO and then the Cobra Clutch Slam...
Yeah. If you're trying to build a guy out of nowhere, kind of give him a cool finisher or something.
But it's not even that. But that you can argue that everybody has a move that sucks, and you turn it into a finisher, and all of a sudden it's the most devastating thing of all time. It happens. It's happened before.
Yeah.
But
How many fucking guys have DDTs as fucking...
Right?
how many girls have DDTs
Well,
as a finisher?
people, I should say, in general. Yeah.
But it's the fact that this shit is just... It's such a like mid-match move to get yourself over and to get momentum back.
mean,
It's,
in its defense, the Cobra Clutch is probably like the most Indian move that they have like in the move list, you know? So
I never thought about that.
Well, no. The camel clutch would be.
that would be more
That's Rusev's gig, though.
yeah, and wouldn't that
Well-
be more Arabic than anything? There's more camels in the Middle East than
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, get your brown people right, okay?
Oh, my
Yeah.
bad. But when I think Cobra Clutch, you think Sergeant Slaughter. Anti.
That's
Not
what I'm
Indian,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah, well.
So it wouldn't be
Yeah.
Indian. At
anyways,
least you can go Iron Sheik close enough.
I don't know. I think
This
Cobra's
move
coming
sucks.
out of
This-
baskets and shit.
Yeah, that's true too.
it was.
Fucking snake charming. And
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. When he was doing it to Randy during the fucking House of Horrors match, during segments on SmackDown, fine. But when you just saw an RKO and then you see this fucking shit,
Yeah.
RKO is very smooth, very
Yeah.
quick, very effective. This shit's like, you gotta set him up, then you gotta drop him, and it's like, duh, it's just a very vague.
It's very unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's his finisher, and that's how it ended. So Mahal gets a pin over Randy Orton, and he yells on the ramp, and that's how SmackDown went off the air. Way better than Raw. Not by a long shot.
Yeah.
A little better than Raw, I suppose.
SmackDown has always been better than Raw, but lately SmackDown is still, it's not been great either.
I mean, they put more wrestling than anything.
Well, yeah, it's,
So,
but still.
okay with me. But Becky Lynch losing to, whatever the fuck you call that, that was very dumb.
Yeah.
Very stupid, and a bunch of other things happened on the show that are very dumb, but whatever. NXT, May 10th, 2017. Just finished watching it. First match on the card was Aleister Black versus Caesar Baloney.
I think it was Benoni.
Who fucking cares? It was Baloney. Baloney gets some offense in. Baloney gets mad. He gets kicked in the
Has
face.
a first name. It's C-A-R.
Yeah.
Those are my notes.
Yeah, Oscar Mayer got kicked in the mouth, and that's pretty much what happened.
Those were my notes, everybody. He got some offense in. He got kicked in the face. End the story. They show Ember Moon in the back being attended to, and she says stuff about, and she mentions how she won't be able to be at NXT Chicago, which, good for you, because don't run into a fucking guardrail.
Well,
Don't-
she didn't run into it. She didn't.
She
she
oversold
launched.
like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Is what
She
happened.
darted at a guardrail.
I'm sure it wasn't
and
the
it was
intent.
very stupid.
Yeah, it was like a
Okay.
suicida and a half into that guardrail. It was ridiculous.
Usually I would say, well, that sucks. Ember can't be in that match. Now it's like, well, you fucking suck. So you sucked at that spot.
Like you've never made a mistake before.
Yeah, hey, Ember Moon doesn't suck, man. She just made a poor decision.
She got hurt on a bump she took to herself.
Yeah.
She bumped herself. She's not in a very crucial match at a very crucial takeover now.
It happens, dude. Don't fucking shit on her because
It's
Yeah.
stupid.
It happened.
It's stupid. She did look great in
All
some
right,
very...
all right, Jose, who's never made a mistake before.
Pretty sure you botched like 4 times at least in this cast alone.
At least.
I'm pretty sure you could suck my balls. Anyways, it's stupid, and I very much approve of it. If you were going to bump to the outside, just go to the outside. Land on your ass. Do something safe. Don't dart at a fucking guardrail. You could agree, it was very unnecessary.
Oh, sure, I'm sure it was, but it happens. And people probably take that bump all the time. She probably just hit it wrong the one time, and it...
If you go back and you watch that, this did not look like a bump. This looked like she wanted to murder herself.
She did oversell it.
She
pretty
really
hard,
extended it to...
But I mean, again, like stuff like that happens all the time. Like she's still a good worker.
It's It's happening fast.
People dive at guardrails all the time.
All right, let's get off this.
Because I'm right.
We're getting off
They
this.
run a...
Shut up and move on.
I am. What? They run a Ruby Riott segment. Who is Ruby Riott, they ask? Well, somebody who, with some very good braces and
great tattoo work.
They showed Ruby getting tattoos, so...
She's so edgy.
So edge.
Just the edgiest person I've ever seen. Fucking Joey Pop. So
that is what they tried to sell to you, is
Yeah.
that she's very, very edgy and she loves tattoos. But I guess this was their attempt at doing a very small version of what they did with Roddy. Hey guys, here's Ruby. She once had braces. She looks like her mother. And she wears tattoos. Wears tattoos.
she wears them.
She wears tattoos.
Where was that?
Peels
like,
them off at the end of the night.
Takes them off when she goes home.
Where was that? Where was that like shot from? Was that in a tattoo parlor? It looked like it was shot on the set of Comic Book Man. Like it was just
Detroit,
weird, like,
Michigan. I don't know.
I don't know.
On the back streets of Long Beach. I don't know. Nikki's supposed to do an interview, but she plays with the equipment.
Doesn't let the guy pin the mic on her.
Doesn't want to do this interview like a professional. She just decides to play with the microphone and the boom mic like a fucking cat.
Yeah.
And didn't take anything serious, not one bit. She got super close to the camera, says some stuff about Asuka and Ruby Riott, and got so close that the screen blacked out.
Which was kind of a cool transition, but
we were all sitting here watching it. We were silent for this entire segment.
just wondering what the fuck
We
was
could
going
not
on.
believe what we were watching.
Yeah.
This chick was going crazy right in front of our very eyes, but cool, not bad. Never seen anything like that in my life, and she's a psychopath. So, however, Tyson would still love to take her out on a date.
Well, I can't deny that.
Hey man, beneath the craziness and the kind of
You don't
dirty
doubt.
look.
I believe she'll rip your organs out during sex.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still afraid that she would sever my penis, from my body, but
And
might be a risk I'm willing to take.
it's
I
a
don't
story, man.
Right?
Tell us all about it. Drew McIntyre's getting interviewed, and some fucking dude just comes out of nowhere.
Someone dug up the corpse of
Wesley
Was this Buddy
fucking
Murphy?
Blake.
Wesley Blake?
Yeah.
Wesley Blake.
Same guy.
Jesus.
the dude in Blake and Murphy that's not banging Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Where the fuck has this guy been? He's been trapped under the same refrigerator as Randy, I suppose. He just didn't have the powers to get out. This was so fucking weird. We haven't seen this guy
I'm pretty
in
sure I haven't
forever.
seen him in like 2 years, dude. Like for real. It's been so
Yeah,
long.
him and Murphy had a match like right after they broke
Weren't
up
they feuding?
for like a week.
A
And then-
mini feud.
2 weeks maybe.
then
Alexa
they
called it
disappeared,
quits.
yeah.
Alexa's like, this sucks. I'm going to go to the main roster and be relevant. DIY come out to cut a promo. They talk about how the line starts behind them. And then literally some random fucking... This was the case this whole
Yeah.
show. Random people showing up literally out of nowhere. 2 dudes who I never seen in my entire life show up on television.
Riddick Moss and Tino Sabatelli.
Tino
Riddick Moss
Sabatelli.
Sabatelli.
I think Riddick Moss has been on television before.
Apparently, Anthony knows who these... I guess knowing Italians is in your blood.
Tino Sabatelli was on the Breaking Ground show, so
No idea
anybody
who
who
the
watched that was
fuck
would
that
be pretty
is.
familiar with him.
Long story short, these guys came out and said, well, the line starts behind them, to which I responded, who the fuck are you?
You know
And
who the
why
line?
should it-
You know who the line really starts behind?
Heavy Machinery.
Heavy fucking machinery.
This was the first time that we saw DIY cutting a promo for getting a title match, and we were like, oh, fuck these guys. We want to see heavy machinery.
Yeah.
Right.
Stakes and weights, everybody. Stakes and weights. And shakes and weights, I suppose.
Shake weights?
Shake weights. So they had a match against these virtual nobodies who I've never seen in my entire life, and DIY won with the knee super kick combo. Do they even have a move name for that, or a name for that move at all?
Not that I know of.
Is there anything coined for that at all?
I think there's some. It's called something. At this
It's called
point.
something.
Yeah,
What a
I
great
forget,
name.
I forget exactly what it's called. But
Well, they're going for the something.
They do have a name for it.
God, they didn't create a name for it. They didn't think about that. You know, after all the match of the years, they still haven't made a name for that. Regal came out and decided to book AOP and DIY in a ladder match, but not before Paul came out and goes, I'm just letting you know that their blood's going to be on your hands. To which I responded, Paul, fucking go backstage. Let the guy talk. We don't want to hear another one of your spiels about writing a book and being an author. No one gives a fuck. But yeah, everybody. So ladder match between the large men known as AOP, the authors, the scholars of discomfort versus DIY in a ladder match. So that's how you book midgets against large men. Fucking ladder match. So they can't climb. After that, we got to see a segment with Cien Almas and Chris Hero. Cassius Ono. Fucking Christ. They were, we didn't really hear what they were saying, but I'm assuming it went like this. What are you doing here, Cien? Oh, you know. Sombra things. And I was complaining the whole time about how Chris Hero was wearing a fucking suit, and I couldn't believe it.
Dude, it's Hero and Damo. It's so hard getting behind those
Fuck
NXT
it.
names.
We're just gonna say it. I don't
can't
give a
say
fuck.
Killian Day and I can't say Cassius Ohno.
I would rather say Chris Hero. It rolls off the tongue way quicker. But yeah, everybody, I guess they're gonna do a thing, and Almas is going to party it up.
Yep.
'Cause that's what he's good at.
Yep.
Roderick Strong and Hideo Itami. Last match of the night. This was fucking great.
Yeah, I mean,
This was just
Yeah.
amazing. These guys
Roddy
worked
and
their
Itami
ass
aren't
off.
going to give you a bad match.
The only problem I had was the fact that the crowd was too busy putting themselves over to pay attention to this match. So, if you were the Orlando faithful, I'm sorry. The Impact Zone's that way, okay? Don't come to NXT to watch fucking Kenta and Roderick Strong go at it and then go, 2, 3.
Well, to be fair, everybody's doing
That
it.
shit is old
The only
already.
time where they really
it's old.
where they really kind of put themselves over was when they started chanting "That's annoying," and then they started.
It is annoying. In case anyone hasn't registered that thought, it's already done.
I don't hate it, but I don't love it either.
So I'm assuming you still like the "This is awesome" chant.
I don't see how that one has to do with the other, but
It's a chant that people overuse. And
well,
it's,
yeah. But I'm saying I don't hate the Too Sweet thing. I just don't love it either.
it's played out. It's done.
I feel like the Too Sweet thing is just a little less played out than the 10 thing. Like, which
Yeah.
the 10 thing's finally
Well,
starting to
because the
fall
Too
off.
Sweet thing's only happened for a month. The 10 thing's
Yeah,
been
yeah,
going
the
on.
10 thing's been going for a while.
Speaking of 10, Sammy did a 10 punch to Corbin, I believe. The crowd chanted 10, and I went, where the fuck is Ty Dillinger?
Yeah, right?
Doesn't he have to beat up white English this week? What's going on here? He wasn't even on the show
Yeah.
the whole fucking time.
Yeah, now you mention
So-
it, that is kind of weird.
Good to know that Ty Dillinger just doing nothing. Jerking the curtain.
Hey, maybe he didn't make it
They
across the pond, man.
Maybe he had a dark match.
Maybe.
So,
But they were too busy fitting in stuff like Naomi trying to snatch Charlotte bald.
oh yeah. Becky having a riveting tale about bonding together, and we're girlfriends. We need to take on the hideously vile welcoming committee.
So bad.
Why is that a stable name?
I don't know.
They couldn't think of anything else.
We're finishing NXT review.
Well, yeah, I'll go on a tangent for that.
Yeah.
Once again, great match. Before the match even started, Christian St. Cloud said something, was interviewing these guys on the way out,
Which was totally canned.
which was so weird.
Yeah, that shit was so canned. Before.
Hideo, before you go into this very rigorous match, how do you feel? Well, I'm going to beat him.
Yeah.
What else are you supposed to
Guess
say?
we're gonna find out in 5 minutes, right? What the fuck are you doing?
But yeah, long story short, they had a wonderful match. The crowd was too busy putting themselves over, but great match by both guys. Itami wins with the GTS, and they fought their asses off. They kicked each other's asses, and boy, Roddy hit some fucking deadly fucking backdrops on this guy.
Yeah, that shit was nuts. That Falcon arrow off the top is pretty sweet too.
Hideo hit a fucking knee that looked shoot as hell.
Yeah.
Looked like it killed Roderick. But great match. Wonderful match to end the week. And I guess Itami, we all knew Itami was winning this match. I mean, it was not a big surprise. Roddy had the whole, here's my life and my mom got shot, or my mom shot my dad gimmick. But I guess it's his gimmick.
Wow.
That's his interview thing now. So, Roddy, how do you feel? Well, my mom shot my dad.
Yep.
And I got a kid. But what's gonna happen with Roddy now? What are they gonna do with him at Takeover? He's gonna be on Takeover.
I thought he was gonna win the match because of the whole building him up.
No. Dude, Tommy's been there for literally 3 years, so I mean,
well,
they got to do something with him.
Define been there because he's been on the DL
on the payroll. He's been on the payroll. I don't know what Roddy could do. I guess Roddy's gonna go into a feud with the likes of Wesley Blake, or maybe or Buddy Murphy, or whoever the fuck else they want to throw at him again from the past.
Can't believe these guys are still signed, man. They're not doing dick.
Whatever. There's gonna come a point.
They're house show guys.
There's gonna come a point towards the end of the year when they have the mass firings. I wouldn't be surprised if
Murphy and Blake get the can, get the notice. Well, I hope they do something with Roddy. Roddy's a great wrestler. He's a phenomenal worker, as we've seen on this matchup and every fucking match we've seen with this guy. But I guess Itami, we got Itami, Rude. We got the women's triple threat match, which Asuka's going to win, no doubt about it. And the tag team match with the ladder match, which, so far, not bad.
Yeah.
DIY, AOP work together. We'll see what they could do, and whatever other tertiary matches they want to put, probably Almas and fucking Hero. But that is it. That is all the time we got, and we'll come back next week. Actually, this weekend, we have Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor.
We got Ring of Honor on Sunday.
And PWG, yes.
PWG review coming up from myself and Mr. Caruso. We have Ring of Honor to go to on Sunday, so we may or may not talk about it. I wanted to talk about it, not anything in an extent, just
we'll definitely talk about the
speak about it.
Yeah.
Speak about it.
Don't want to be taking notes while we're at a live show.
No, you kidding me? I'm not gonna be there with my fucking laptop talking about Naito did this and that. No, I'm probably gonna take a picture with the IWGP Intercontinental Championship belt, and I'm gonna be the most coolest guy ever. And we have that. We have PWG. And anything else coming on? I don't think there's anything else coming up on the weekend. And we'll be back. All three of us will be back next week for FA Weekly once again. Take care, everybody.